Hi Collective, welcome to the channel. I'm Crystal, a cosmic divine psychic medium, delivering messages to you from the higher realms. Welcome in everyone. So hopefully the volume is better. I've been playing with my mic lately and moving things around, trying to get this energy flowing, right? Because it's definitely has felt very stagnant for me lately, but it's you know, isolation will do that, being cleaned up, forcing to get rest and to sleep and all of that, right? This full moon was very, very draining, right? But I was talking about this in my last reading that a lot of the reasons why this full moon felt very, very heavy, very tiresome, is because there was a lot that was closing out and there was a lot trying to stop it, right? But for the chosen ones, we were anchoring this energy. Don't worry about that, right? So there was a lot of us that were really protecting these gates too, as I'm also a gatekeeper and align with others. So maybe for some of you, you're starting to realize this, that's why you're heavily attacked under full moons. You feel, I mean, I know we feel our emotions can be very draining and stuff when they come out, but for some of you, you're realizing, some of you, I'm hearing cosmic assignments, some of your other the jobs that you do here, right, is that's who aligns with my content. Okay, the chosen one for my healers, my light workers, starseeds, right? So for a lot of you, you're getting your galactic assignments, right? You're coming into that remembrance too, and with the Schumann scale being very, very high, right, the energy has been helped break through the disruptions, okay, that could have been blocking you. I was calling them blockages in the DNA strands, right, which now I know a lot of them could have been called J seals and things like that. So certain seals, certain things that were encoded in your DNA, which I was picking up before as like traumas and things like that within your bloodlines, but it goes so much more deeper than that, and I can't even begin to explain that, right? I've always known a little bit about them, right, but I don't know. Like, it goes in alignment with, I don't want to get too much into that, go too metaphysical, but a beautiful soul family member is helping me with that. But anyway, so the so is this the frequency and the vibration of Earth has been um, knocking, I feel, some of these free, loose, right, and it's the expanded, accelerated ascension too. We're helping reach these vibrational frequencies, right? And when you come into alignment, because all star seeds, we're encoded with different keys, activators, like we're all different pieces and puzzles, as really we all are, right? And when you connect with others, even if it's just energetically, you're exchanging those pieces, right? So that's why I say, like, any of my readings can activate things for you. There's all sorts of key codes, activators, along with the cards that I use, right? Secret geometry and symbols and things like that can activate, can do things, different color frequencies, right? With my frequency, you get a lot of purple. I'm always feeling, you know, purples and stuff, but depending on whatever chakras we're working with here, you know, is normally what I'm guided to, which leads me to decks. I'm a little bit limited right now because I'm in transitional living, but I was guided to get some certain decks, so I'm excited that I was grabbed to this one, which is this purple and blue, right? It's so cute too. It's a little panda, okay, and it's the little journey here. And I've been picking up a lot on silvers, right? For some of you, like silver quartz, okay, you could be pulling in higher vibrational, like soulmates and things like that, because there's some of you, like, you have very specific, like, soul mates and soul contracts that are meant to play out, and for a lot of you, like, they've been activated, okay? So new things are coming in. This is a very, very powerful time, right? As I'm recording this with our full moon energy in December, now time is but an illusion, right? It only exists here in the 3D realm. So that's why I said, for a lot of you, like, you know, you don't have to come in alignment with this, because it can be found in the quantum fields, right? Or you're just aligned to it at different times. So don't pay attention to time, but I'm always going to let you know about the cosmic alignments, things that we're connecting with. For those of you that catch all of my readings in real time, subscribe to the channel if you have not, if you would like to catch them and take advantage of these, right? Because right now we're in this 12-12 energetic frequency. Look at this high priestess. For a lot of you, like, things are just getting activated. This is such a powerful time. This is our completion. portal for 2024, right? This was our final 12-12, and we're feeling this frequency through the 21st of December, which is also winter solstice, which is closing out major cycles, right? But this rapid ascension, accelerated awakenings are underway. So for a lot of you, like, this is very, very exciting. Like, you're getting activated to different things, right? And it's so beautiful when you get these activations and you get these downloads, because you get online with source, right? But it's like you get the missing pieces, right? So much was hidden, right? If you're in alignment with my content, you're already 5D or higher, right? So you don't just have 3 strands of your DNA activated, you have several others. So I'm getting for a lot of you too, when I put the ascension cards, which I feel guided to, that you went through a rapid ascension, and we're going to take a look at some of the things, that messages that are coming through within that. But you've went through higher levels. Like for some of us, like we're literally quantum level leaping, right? And taking advantage of these energies and just rapidly going through these levels. For some of you, like you could just feel like you've integrated, you've went so many more levels. Like for some of you, like some people might not even recognize you if they haven't seen you for a while, okay? For like your level of consciousness, where you're at. All right, I'm starting to get pulled in cards. So let's get into tarot though, because I was really wanting to get into the tarot. Oh my gosh, Ace of Cups. Look at that. I told you, this like this higher level, it's like you're feeling different, so you're attracting different. For a lot of you, these integrations have been going through in phases, okay, so very strongly since 8-8. And now that we've reached 12-12, it's like it's taken process, like things to get integrated, like to prepare you, to get you ready, right? And it's like, this is so beautiful. That's why I'm feeling like these higher level loves like are activated. That's why so many people are seeing like divine unions, sacred unions, you know, are on alignment. It has to do with other cosmic alignments too. But what I'm getting with this is like a spiritual love. For some of you, like you're coming together with higher level lovers. Love that is just beyond the physical, right? For some of you, you could realize that maybe you were always attracting like physical connections and things with lower vibrational chakra systems, but now that you've ascended and you've activated your higher level chakra systems, and you have connected online with source energy, that you're requiring higher level things, right? So for some of you, you're literally like vibrating out of certain energies. That's why all these cycles, things are closing out. And that's why if you just go with the flow, with the Temperance cards, very beautiful here, like you're being led and guided, right? That these things are literally just going to flow right out of your frequency, right? Temperance, you could be seeing rainbows, and also getting with the rainbows here, like, you okay? Take some water. But like the Hopi prophecy is what I'm getting with that rainbow too, and with that panda and Temperance. This is definitely like this is a balance, right? We've definitely had a rise in a balance with feminine and masculine. Look at that Chariot. There's nothing pulling this Chariot. It's by himself with a wand. Wow. So yeah, I'm getting you're fully in control of this, right? So for some of you, you could have broken free from like codependent relationships, whether you were hanging on to like financial security codependency or like abandonment. I'm getting a big healing of wounds too, right? Yeah, look, the Devil. There was definitely some attachments. If you had attachments, karmic relationships and things like that, they were meant to teach you something, and for a lot of you, it was to prepare you. You often have to show like what is not for you to see what is. It's like if you have these woundings and things like that, and the devil has had some sort of attachment to you and tricking you. Like you could have thought that you were in these real love connections, but then you could have realized that they were only physical, lustful, lower vibrational energies, right? But as you go through this level, that's how people can start to change, right? And especially if you start to pull back your energy and impose boundaries and things like that, you can really start to see somebody in a totally different light, especially if there's sex magic and things like that, which are what I have been picking up a lot on that, right? Especially but for some of you, like you're learning how to combat those, but like they only give power and energy if you're at that lower vibrational frequency, right? And for some, like that's the only thing that some of these people have been able to like use, right, is manipulation and control. Like that's not working anymore. Like especially once you start loving yourself and you raise your vibrational frequency, like you outgrow these things, right? And for some, like look at this, for some of you it's like judgment's been called, because sometimes you don't see things but divine sees things. What is hidden behind judgment? Knight of Cups was hidden behind that. Wow. All right. So judgment is called, like, for some of you, like, you're worthy of a higher love. Like, for some of you, you've just been loving yourself, working on yourself, maybe in these connections, maybe in secret. But this is where divine's like, nope, they're going to get what they're attracting, right? So things are moving in fast. For some of you, like, you might not know what to do. Look at all of those wands. The pan is just sitting there like, whoa. Like, things are moving very fast. Maybe for some of you, like, look at this in the silver wand. Oh my gosh. All this magic. Remember I was saying, like, the silver cords? Look at that. He's holding one hand or one wand in his hand. The other two are laying down. For some of you, it's like, you know, you've been waiting for your ships to come in with the Three of Wands. You've been waiting for, like, this higher level love. Like, look at that. Silver wand, right? You've been waiting for this higher level love. But see, there was Hanged Man. Like, there needed to be a letting go, right? Things are going to move very fast here. Yeah, look. Wish fulfillment with the star card. See, for healing, for some of you, like, you know, I don't like to put, like, a time frame on healing, right? It's like everybody heals at their own pace, you know, because you cannot compare your life to another for the trauma and the woundings that they've went through, you know, and sometimes this is, like, past life. For some of you, like, this time, literally, like, you're a generational curse breaker. Right? You are healing your family lineages. You're healing a lot. 11 o'clock, as I say that. For a lot of you, like, you're here clearing, like, all the karma from your bloodline. Okay? So that's what I mean, is it's not just, like, your stuff within your lifetime. So for some of you, like, you need to give yourself credit. Like, you know, these are deep wounds, deep things that were encoded in your DNA that you're unaware of, right? And especially, like, with these seals that they have put upon us to stop ascension. Okay, but only feel guided to taking a look into that if you feel so, you know, because something I wanted to be careful of is, like, sometimes I get excited and I'll go down these ventures and I'll start to pursue things, and like, there's been times I have not been ready for the stuff that I've pulled in, right? And then I have to ask Spirit to block off some of my stuff. Like, as a young child, like, my third eye, all of the thing, like, it was fully open. I don't know what happened, like, why, you know, it was open early. Probably near-death experience, right? Yeah, because I drowned when I was little. But, so, yeah, it could have been that. But they just brought to my consciousness, so probably, so whatever. But it was too much for me to take in it, and I'm also a prophetess, right? So I get a lot of stuff. And then it's like, when I would start to tell people, like, my dreams and things that I was seeing, and then the reactions from people or whatever, and, like, so then I learned to just start to write them down and things like that. So, but anyway, it was like, I had to ask them to take that away, because I used to be scared to, like, go to sleep, and then it would just stay up, because when I would close my eyes, I would see things when I wouldn't, you know what I mean? Things like that. But they did then, they've slowly been opening it back up for me. So my guides have been working very much. Like, if too much is coming in, you can ask them to slow down. Some of the things that are coming in. That's why it's like, I want to, like, a lot of times, like, I want to take guys so much stuff that I'm like, no, I don't want to guide somebody somewhere where something they're not ready for yet. So I guess you really have to check in with you and trust what you feel. Because if you feel like, I'm not ready for that yet, that's okay. And that's fine. And that's why this process to ascension, like, you're supposed to be guided and not forced that way. Right. And that's also why, like, I don't go looking for the algorithms, and I don't go doing all of those things to, like, push my stuff to be, you know, 13:33 on the clock, as I say that, because I want it to arrive organically and it to reach those souls that, you know, it's going to be beneficial, right? And it's also for protection too, because I know that my energy is also heavily cloaked because of all of that evil eye, the black magic, right? Because people don't understand the energy, right, that is chosen ones carry, right? It's immediately, like, envious, you know, and it's like, a lot don't understand, like, oh, they're highly favored, they're always protected and taken care of and all that, but they have no idea what we go through, what we're purging and clearing out. They do not understand, you know, most people, like, you'll hear a chosen one's story, they look nothing like what they have been through, you know, and you wouldn't see, it doesn't look that way, because we show you how we transmute that energy and how we heal it, right? That's why it's really important for the chosen ones to get their stories out there, right? To tell your story. You are going to align with people that have went through those scenarios, right? And I know there's been times where I've aligned with people that are going through some of the traumas that I have went through, right? Especially when I lost a child, and one of my friends, one of my old friends, was going through the same thing, and I was watching her fall apart, but it was too soon. Like it was tearing me apart. Where I was like, I need to help her. I need to let her know that like she's gonna make it through this. And years later, you know, I had my rainbow child after the loss of a child, and I felt that, you know, I wanted to tell her the same, but I was like, but what if she does, like, I remember I was second guessing myself anyways. Years later, she ended up getting her rainbow child too, and it's one of those things, like, I've just never forgotten that. So I do need to tell you guys, like, if you feel very guided to help somebody, like, just do it, because if you don't, it's gonna bother you, you know. And it's like, I know that she's okay now, but it's like, I really wish that I would have helped her then, you know. So there's been things that I've missed out on helping people, right? Because I don't know. I don't know why. I guess it's because I kind of like hid it from everybody. Like nobody really knew. It was very few people knew. But then I struggled in silence for years. Like it took me a very long time to overcome that, right? And so it's just it. I don't know. I felt to share that in the story. It's for somebody, right? It's just little things like maybe, I don't know. So, but it's these wounds, like, there's so many woundings that have been holding back that you could be unaware that are blocking you, okay? And that have put you in these paths, especially if you went through, like, devastating and traumatic things where you didn't have anybody there for you, right? So, I don't know, Six of Swords. Okay, so you're moving away from these things. Look, he's smiling with all those swords around him. For some of you, like, you're moving out of these situations that have had a hold over you, right? You're realizing that things happen for you and not to you, and especially if you're a chosen one, because we came down here to experience pain and trauma, to be able to transmute that, you know, for others that could not, right? To be able to heal that, to be able to show others how we're able to heal, how we're able to have this forgiveness, how we're able to come back to unconditional love, right? Let's keep going. Let's get some other. So the Fool card is here. So the new beginnings, this is definitely here. Like, this is the chosen one's time to shine, baby. Like, we held the frequency enough. Enough of us got activated, held the frequency, we shifted her, right? And that's why it's so challenging now for some of you, because it's like we're so used to being like in this race, right? But it's like now we're in this healing time, and that's why we've been getting this actually for the last couple months. Like, teach those that are around you. Like, you don't have to go out into the front lines anymore. Like, it's time to heal. It's time to come back to stuff. Like, I guess in me being in survival mode like all my life, like, it's hard to be like, okay, I'm gonna sit back now. I'm going to, especially when we're constantly under attack and all of that. But this is about balancing that out and bringing in the divine feminine. And that's like letting God, divine source, come in and bless you, because all of the hard work that you went through, like, this is part of it. This is the next phase. This is the phase now where you get to receive. You get to be shown. Like, for many of you, and nobody is of the wiser. Like, you were hidden in plain sight. Most of your families don't even know that you were the chosen one of your family bloodlines to come save them, right? Like, they don't even know, because they were shielded from your energy. You were cloaked from them for your protection. Could you imagine if they knew who you were, what you were, you know what I mean? That's why things are set up, like, to get like your inheritances and things like that, chosen ones, you got to walk away and detach from everybody. They have to make sure that you are not going to, because of your loving heart, that you are not going to go bless the wrong people, that you're not going to shield people from their own karmic lessons that would teach them to grow and expand like you did. Do you know what I mean? So you can give them love by showing them how you've healed, telling your stories, things like that. But to be very protective when this comes to like financially, taking care of, or energetically for some of you. Because for a lot of you, you've needed to learn how to protect your boundaries, right? Because you've been under attack, right? Because people know they feel well when they come and unload all of their energies onto you, right? And you fill them up with that beautiful energy, and they walk away feeling better, right? You know, and I know that, like, we know that we get replenishment, but that's why I feel For a lot of you, that's why like you were isolated. You'll get cut out, you will get removed. For some of you, you knew that and you've been waiting for just that, for divine to come move you, intervene. Like that's the way I've always been. I'm like, well, I know I have to have boundaries, but if they keep getting breached, once I put up like my normal boundaries and stuff, like there's got to be another higher level lesson coming in for me. There has to be something that I missed and things like that. But for some, there's just been some heavy spell work, all right? And there's been some things that have gone too far. Well, you know what? Then I like to wait and see. They're going to be even bigger, right? But I know when divine steps in and causes tower moments, they're big, they're noticed, they're not little. And things do often go better if you do them yourself, but I'm very stubborn. So, wow. Okay, so, but there's so much being revealed. Like for some of you, you're very stubborn and you've been fighting divine. If you see all these red flags and things like that, like you need to listen to your intuition though. Maybe this is something you're working on. Maybe this is part of like why you're being isolated, to listen. 5 of Swords reversed. For some of you, like, yeah, you in there battling, like, for some of you, you like what you do. Like, you know that you a provoker. Like, you know you play in the shadows. For some of you, it's like you just been playing in the shadows. Like, you've been told to come out of the shadows, but you're still playing in the damn shadows. Like, it's not even like a wounding at this point, because it's coming up that you've healed. Right? But you're kind of in this energy like, nah, like I can be here. Like I'm protected. It's like, yeah, you know you're protected, but it's like, I'm getting this energy. I got this before. Like, you're not just not going to get your blessings. Like, it's part of it. Like, I'm getting divines like, like, no, it doesn't work this way. You don't get to pass up on what you've wanted. This is coming up like just somebody that just don't want to leave some behind, right? But it's like, it's the loving nature that you have. Like, you don't realize that some are fully aware of what they're doing. Like, some are just want to be in the darkness, in the shadows, but that's not you, okay? They're not chosen, you are. This is like coming home to family, like the family of light coming home. Like, so for some of you, like, your family's here for you now. You know it's time to go, or you're about to find out that it's time to go. Like, you got somewhere else you're supposed to be. You have another part to your mission. The moon, somebody's waiting on you. Okay? The moon is here. For you, like, it was hidden from you, because there's some of you, like, you're not meant to know this. It's like if you knew everything, you wouldn't, you know, you, like, it was like protected. It's like for some of you, like, it's felt around you, but nobody like knew the plan or what was going on. Like, you didn't even know. And it's this energy of like, when it comes together and it's revealed to you, you're just gonna be like, oh, okay. I feel like you're just gonna be, okay, I'll go now. So be open. I feel like this moon is bringing it in. Okay, for some of you, it's all about timing too. Okay, and I think it's like you knew too. Like the more work that you do. Hold on, Maddie, turn that down, please. The mad line. For some of you, it's like you knew the more people went up against you, the more that just comes back on you. So you just been letting people build against you, because it's like, you know how to transmute this energy. You know that there's like the laws of the universe, like good karma's coming back around for what you've done, but like you have no idea like how much you've acquired. Like, you're good. You don't need to acquire anymore. You're gonna long for nothing, like literally nothing. Like, you have way surpassed, like, you don't even know. And if anything, that's why it's like you gotta go, because there's some of you, like, you went to like higher levels because of this. Like Source is about to make like an example of you through like your enemies, of what they should not have done to you. Like this, like, and
divine's eyes, like I'm getting like the ancestors and everything. Like there's too many people, right, that have seen too much that it's just like it's crossed the line. Like no, I keep seeing all these numbers 23, 33, 24, 44. Like divine is like no, not my child. Like it's like no, this has to be served. Too much has gone too far, but because of the way the laws are and because you are so heavily protected, like some of these enemies are staying so close because they know that your umbrella of protection like protects them. Okay, and it's like whether you're not even talking to them or not, because for some it's like they are tying themselves to you, like binding. Like I do cord clearings like a lot, and I constantly keep feeling that. I've been wondering why that keeps happening too, especially being under isolation. But it's like when people are heavily thinking and looking at pictures and saying and talking, they're binding, right? Some are even doing like legit, like I don't want to say legit, why do I even say that, but they're doing like real like voodoo stuff like that, like pictures, like that's what they're showing me. They're like but I'm not telling you any of this to like, and none of it can touch you. That's why they don't realize like they're freaking out and they're doing it more. 25:51 o'clock, as I say that, because it's not working. They're realizing that they're not having access to, like they're starting to see because their karma is starting to come down. It's like you're starting to shine so bright too that it's like that's what's causing it to not work. Like they're not able to have control of your energy anymore. See, it's like two things. It's like you've just gotten so powerful that it's not working and they're not able to, like it's driving them to madness. Like for some it's like it's opening them up to like so much attacks because they're like this isn't for everybody too, just so you know. Okay, if you don't feel this part then don't, but for somebody, like there's some people that have been obsessed with your energy, like very heavily obsession. I'm getting here that it's like they have like an overactive third eye and crown, and it's like it's consuming them. They can't stop. Okay, but you've been being protected from this. That's why I don't even feel like you feel it or you even know what's going on, or maybe for some of you do, right? Okay, but that I hear that's not for everybody. Okay, so all right, let's get a few more cards. I'm gonna close this out because I'm already at 30 minutes. But feel free to take a look at whatever you feel guided to. 3 of Wands. There's that one again. Like I told you, you've had your mindset on a certain special wand, right? And getting it's this higher level love, right? Yeah, and it's here for you. Yep, it's fair. 6 of Pentacles. But see, it's like I feel it's been cloaked from you. Like, certain a little thing here. The world, the universe is bringing this in. This is beautiful. Yeah, so this cycle is closing out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 10 of Swords. This cycle's done. If you're seeing 10/10s, confirmation this is your reading. It's time for you to have the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, look at the little pandas and little babies. Like, this is like legacy wealth, right? Oh my gosh. And the 3 of Coins is here too. That's like 13 pentacles, y'all. That's what I said. This is so much abundance. Like, you are so good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look. And here's the 10 of Cups. Like, oh my gosh. So much, like, oh my gosh. This is so beautiful. Like, wow. All right. I'm going to leave this here. Love and light to all of you. Bye, guys.